something happened at the edge of Europe that most people never saw coming. Tens of thousands of people crossed, almost overnight, from Morocco into the Spanish enclave of Ceuta, a tiny sliver of European territory sitting on the African coast.
Over the last 48 hours, thousands of people, most of them Moroccans, have made the dangerous swim around seawalls and climbed fences separating Morocco.
The Supreme Court decided that migrants who reach Ceuta by swimming, rather than climbing over a fence or breaking through a physical barrier, cannot simply be handed back to Morocco on the spot. Spanish authorities put the number at around 49,000 people in a matter of hours, while the local president of Ceuta said the real figure was closer to 60,000. This was, by any measure, one of the largest single migration events Spain has ever recorded. And within weeks, it had turned into something the ruling never intended. A signal, real or imagined, that if you could just get into the water and swim, Spain would not be able to send you back. Spanish officials, including Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez himself, later said that smuggling networks had deliberately misrepresented the court's ruling to encourage the rush, convincing people that the water was now, in effect, a legal loophole into Europe. The response from Madrid was immediate. Spain's Prime Minister, Pedro Sánchez, personally traveled to the region to oversee what quickly became the country's most serious migration emergency in years. Local officials in Ceuta declared a state of emergency, saying reception centers were completely overwhelmed and that they simply did not have the capacity to process, house, or care for that many people arriving at once. And the ripple effects went well beyond Spain's own borders. Italy, which has taken an increasingly hard line on migration itself, called for Spain to be suspended from the Schengen zone, Europe's open borders travel area. Spain responded furiously, summoning Italy's ambassador and accusing Rome of exploiting the crisis for political gain. Even voices inside the White House in Washington weighed in, using footage from Ceuta to reinforce their own anti-immigration messaging back home. It's worth stepping back and putting this moment into a bigger picture, because Spain's relationship with immigration is more complicated than a single dramatic week at the border. As of the start of 2026, about 1 in 5 people living in Spain was born outside the country, one of the highest shares anywhere in Europe. And unlike many of its neighbors, Spain has actually been trying to attract more immigration in recent years, not less, because it has serious labor shortages in construction, hospitality, healthcare, and tech. So there's a real tension sitting underneath all of this. Quickly, a situation can spiral when a neighboring country loosens its grip, suddenly confronted with a chaotic, uncontrolled surge that its local systems were not built to absorb in a matter of hours. A country that, on one level, needs more workers and has pursued relatively open policies to get them. Both of those readings are drawing on the same set of facts, they're just weighing them differently. And that's really the debate playing out across Spain and across Europe right now.